It is a super happy birthday when you get to hang out with Gypsy Rose. Boy, didn't you score yourself a winning picture? You got to take a picture with an unaliver. Wow, does it get any better than that? I don't know. And your kid is in the picture, or whoever this is. Really? I'm going to blur out the baby's face because I just don't want people trolling the baby. But then here somebody says, my friend just did cookies for her shower and people are trying to ruin her business. No, Buki, she ruined her business. Now, I didn't post the lady's business, but the lack of accountability is astonishing to me. The fact that people will blame people for just outing the business versus a business that supports a woman that laughs at baby reindeer, a woman that used a man with autism, a low IQ, and other mental health issues collecting a permanent disability check. Like, supporting that doesn't seem wrong. Someone that villainized their mom and was dishonest and unalived her, that just doesn't seem wrong to you? Does it? I don't know. Like, I just feel like people are so out of touch. Let's spin the block on a couple of things again. How about we do that?
This is so cringe. Oh my god. It's terrible.
Gypsy Rose thought that was funny. Look at her face. Is that what you're okay with your business representing? But no, you're going to blame the people that called out that business. Do you remember that gentleman that I said that she used that was on disability permanently? She made this video.
So perfect. What I was going to say, what I wanted to ask is, are you a psychopath? Because if you are one, then it's a very good match.
What do you think of that? But you know what's crazy? You're going to say, oh, that was in the past. That's not now. Let me show you something else.
Oscar, listen, baby, I know I was a bad girl, but come on. You'd have to be crazy not to take me back.
Would you believe that she did that video for her soon-to-be ex-husband? Her alleged baby daddy, which is a whole nother guy, left her, and she dyed her hair back brunette, which is her ex-husband's soon-to-be favorite hair color. Is that what you're endorsing? Or are you endorsing the fact that Gypsy Rose Blanchard used this man, abused this man mentally, and then turned around and villainized him? Let's talk about that.
I can't stand him. Because I went from one abusive person to another. I wish he would have been more responsible. He was the first person I ever told that I could walk. I first met Dan
This is another man.
at a bike convention called Vision Con. We would trade messages back and forth for a while. And slowly, after a few months, I started to tell him more and more about my home life. He was the very first person that I ever told that I could walk. And yeah, I asked him a question. I asked him to kill my mother, but I didn't hold a gun to his head and make him do it. He seemed more happy to do it than anything. And that's why I can't stand him.
The disabled man.
I wanted to believe what she was saying, and unfortunately, I should have listened to my other part of me. As ironic as I was trying to influence her to go with, but she never went with it. She never wanted to run away, so I couldn't get that to work.
He knew. I think he knew that he could easily get me out of that situation by calling the police, being responsible. He knocked on the door 3 times, scratched.
After she did all of that, people have tried to petition for this man to get a fair trial, which he never received. They didn't even question the jury pool. There's so many things wrong with this case. But she has tried to stop every step of the way for this man to get a fair trial. And this man's family's heart is breaking. Let's watch his dad talk about that. Because I want you to know what you're supporting. Because when you're over here saying, oh, they're trying to ruin. No, take accountability. Okay.
I'm lost. I can't believe what happened and just dumbfounded, and I actually don't know how to feel anymore because of it. My mind's been rewired to think differently now. It's hard. Everything's hard. My son, Nick, his side of the story told, and because her side is getting all this attention left and right, and he can get nothing. I believe Gypsy was just using him. She may have had a slight feelings for him, but when she got him in, reeled him in through her plan, then she pretty much started losing interest in him. until after the deed was done, and then boom, threw him under the bus. I felt compassion because of what her mother did to her, but and in retrospect, when she learned all those traits from her mom and turned around and used them on my son and to get out of her situation, all the press and everything that was being focused on this case, it just made me become more of a hermit. I didn't want to leave the house. Afraid somebody's going to notice me and, hey, you're a GODEJOHN or whatever. Is that your son? I didn't want to deal with any questions. This birthday card I received from my son on my last birthday is on your birthday and always wishing you a very happy birthday. It's a happy birthday, Dad. How old are you now? 51? Yeah, that sounds correct. 51. Well, happy 51st birthday. Remember, it's just a number. If you feel you're young, then you are. I wish I could spend your birthdays with you. God willing, maybe I'll still get that chance in another birthday. I know it's hard being this far away. Please be strong. Thank you for being my father, my best friend, and teacher. I'm blessed to have you as a father. It's you who taught me all these noble traits, and I'm grateful for it. I love and miss you wholeheartedly. Until we talk again, your son, truly, Nicholas Paul Godey.
Are you okay with supporting the woman that villainized this man with a disability that was collecting a permanent disability check? And I'm saying permanent and disability so that you really grasp the magnitude of something was wrong in order for them to give him permanent disability. And it's a great day to praise that. And it's sad for anyone that speaks out against businesses that support this. Really? And after all of that, this woman comes out of prison, and this is what she says.
I don't associate myself as a murderer because if you think about it, yes, I had a part to play in it. I asked Nick for help. And how that conversation started was, he was saying that he would protect me from anyone. I said anyone. He said yes. I said even my mother. He said yes. And then the plan kind of formed from there. But he's the one that did the actual kill, not me. I can't kill anyone. That's why he's in trouble to begin with, because he's the one that did it. So when they say I'm a murderer, I don't identify as that.
Now, she said very clearly she doesn't identify as a murderer. But she never has identified as one, even though she pled guilty to second-degree unaliving. Let's talk about that, because this is at the police station.
It's kind of weird, though, when people say you in handcuffs, they give you this weird look, and I'm like, I didn't do anything. I'm like, okay, number one, I didn't kill anybody, I don't do drugs, I don't smoke, I don't drink, I didn't do nothing. I'm a good girl.
At what point in society have we made this socially acceptable? Furthermore, this woman came out of prison, used her husband to get out of prison, turns around and gets a side dude that's an ex that she was talking to the whole marriage while she was in prison, and then gets pregnant by him, and then villainizes the husband, and then makes all this money on shows. Last but not least, Gypsy Rose Blanchard has a chromosome disorder. That chromosome disorder is this chromosome disorder right here. And the poster child for this chromosome disorder is right here. And she is right here. This is it right here. This is a chromosome disorder. And her dad even admitted to that. Let's watch that.
They had done some tests and found out she had a chromosome disorder that was causing all of her functions from developing, her digestive system and her muscular system.
Pause to read, but all of the issues that her mom was having her treated for and any surgeries that she had stemmed from this. And you can go check her medical records out. They're online. The wheelchair was for the weak muscle tone. Yes, she embellished it. The feeding tube was for a failure to thrive. Also, her mom was never diagnosed with Munchausen by proxy. Did you know that? So it was something that was told to her by her attorneys, and she admitted that. Let's watch that.
My two attorneys are telling me that my mother has something called Munchausen by proxy.
So this woman unalived her mom for sausage and used a disabled man collecting a permanent disability check, uses her husband to get out of prison, gets pregnant on him with the side dude's baby, trolls the internet, and does everything else. Cheat, steal, lie, all of that. And you're condoning that, and you're saying it's a great day, and other people are wrong for calling out businesses that support someone that is this terrible. Think about that. If Gypsy Rose Blanchard wasn't in the picture, would Dee Dee Blanchard be here? She would. But it is people like you and businesses like that that normalize this. And it is very telling where we are as a society. Have the day you deserve.